How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you guys had an amazing Christmas if you celebrated. If not, I hope you had a happy holiday season. Whether it's enjoying some time with loved ones, friends, or family, getting some much needed time off work or school, whatever is going on, I hope you enjoyed the little break. We're back here with some more wonderful Counter-Strike content, and HLTV is rolling out its end-of-year awards over the next few weeks. And while I was going to make my own award list, I thought it'd be cooler instead to potentially react to what HLTV is putting out and then compare and contrast where I would have put certain players or teams. And today is a good day to start because they announced that the 19th ranked player of 2024 in Counter-Strike is none other than my GOAT, our bald-headed hero, the eagle flying at the face of North American Counter-Strike. It's Elige. And I'm going to use that placement at 19 as a jumping off point to talk about how Elige is way better than the 19th best player in Counter-Strike, and I would go a step further and say that Elige should be the most sought after player transfer during this offseason. If you're a team looking to build a championship contender in 2025, Elige should be the first person at the top of your list that you are seeking out because he will bring you winning Counter-Strike. So let's talk about Elige's 2024, the follies of the HLTV Top 20, what's next for Elige and Complexity going into 2025. My name is LionHeartZ, and before we get started, make sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Before we get started, I would like to thank today's sponsor. That's right, this video is sponsored by SkinClub. They are one of the most popular case opening sites in Counter-Strike with over 100 custom cases backed by its provably fair system, meaning that as long as you are not me, you have a fair shot at unboxing something awesome.
Nice.
But it's not just regular unboxings. You can compete in case opening battles with other users, the boys in between that next us 2 match, or privately with bots where you can either team up 2v2 to split the winnings, or try your luck to win the entire pot if you hit the best item. Or, if risk scares you, and it does for me, you can toggle sharing mode to split the winnings evenly amongst the group. But that's not all. SkinClub runs monthly events for you to win unique prizes, free daily cases for a little extra cheddar on top, and if you don't like the skins you hit, you can always try a little cheeky upgrade to find something you do like. If you want to play on SkinClub, you can click the top link in the description for a 7% deposit bonus and top off your account with credit card, crypto, or even deposit skins directly from your inventory. Lastly, please don't gamble if you are under 18, live in a country or jurisdiction that restricts gambling, and most importantly, don't gamble to make money. Play for fun with money you are okay to lose. Gambling addiction is very real, and if you or a loved one are having problems in the US or Canada, you can reach out to this hotline, 1-800-GAMBLER, toll free to get help. Addiction is an illness, and I want you to be healthy and safe. Thank you to SkinClub for sponsoring this video, and with that, let's get back to it. Okay, so the first place I want to start is talking about some of the statistics that HLTV published alongside their award page for Elige. Now, being at number 19, I think most of us will agree that's too low for Elige, but HLTV are clearly factoring in team success majorly when making these rankings. This is not just about who was the best player as an individual statistically, this is about who were the best players throughout the year, and that also means that results are going to factor in quite a lot. I think on paper, through statistics, Elige is certainly a top 10 player in the world. I would personally put him at around 6. With the caveat that he is undoubtedly a top 5 rifler in the world, arguably the third right behind Donk and Nico. And I think that bears out in some of these advanced metrics. He is number 6 in overall rating for the year at a 1.16. He has an astounding 1.17 rating in elimination matches, good for 5th all year. He averaged a 1.0 or better in over 70% of maps played throughout the year, good for number 7th in the world. His kills per round win and overall kills per round are both 3rd and 4th in the world respectively, and he is the 3rd highest rated player based on impact. Elige is undeniably a franchise-changing player. He was unfortunately stuck with a Complexity team that routinely under-delivered in big tournaments. Now, at the time of making this video, no official move has been announced for Elige, nor has he been benched by Complexity, so while there's still certainly time for Complexity to make other trades to build a juggernaut around Elige, it's been heavily intimated by both him and other people that he is looking to step away potentially to a European organization. A massive factor in that is that with the switch to the VRS system going into 2025, North American teams are being more punished than others if you want to be a top competitor. With the domestic scene in North America being as depleted as it is, there's very little opportunity for top 10 teams like Complexity or Team Liquid to compete in smaller domestic tournaments because they'll be more likely to lose ranking points than gain unless they win the whole thing. And unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be changing anytime soon, unless a major shakeup in how ranking points are distributed happens, or the North American scene rebounds in strength within the next few years, both of which seem pretty unlikely. So for someone like Elige, who is 27 years old, still very much in or towards the end of his prime, he wants to move to a team that's going to contend in Europe and be able to play deep into big tournaments and compete at majors. Elige is chasing those trophies to cement his legacy as a Hall of Fame player, and if you put the right pieces around him, he will absolutely deliver on that. So when I look at the landscape of what we're going to see play out through Roster Mania, if you are any European-based organization within the top 10 who speaks English, Elige should be the first guy you are calling. Whether you're G2, FAZE, Mouse, Heroic, Falcons, whatever, if you want to be contending, Elige is an invaluable piece. And what it boils down to, more than just the individual stats, it's the way Elige likes to play the game. Elige is a lot like Donk in the sense that they both have insanely high opening kill rates. They are essentially an unholy combination of entry frag and superstar, the likes of which we really haven't had in Counter-Strike previously, at least not to my knowledge throughout CSGO's history, which I'm more familiar with than other versions of the game. You see, Sonny, back in my day, in the halcyon days of 2015, the entry was an unforgiving role where typically you'd have a player who was a 50-50 shot to either get the kill or get traded out. Players like Apex, who monopolized the role and became known for it, were not players with the same stats that Elige or Donk put up. But now in CS2, due to how aggressive the game is compared to CSGO, we've kind of seen a mini revolution around the spot, where now players can put up star numbers and have enough entry success to play both roles, and it can be utterly broken when it works with the right team structure. When Complexity is working at its best, their team rounds look so unfair because Elige will just entry at the beginning of the round, take space before the CTs are really set up, and blow open the defenses almost immediately. Basically the opposite of anything Virtus Pro has ever attempted the entire year. So with that being said, who would be the best candidate to take Elige and put him in a good situation to win tournaments in 2025? My first pick, right at the top of the list, by far the best spot for Elige would be in FAZE. Now listen, this is bias. This is bias on two fronts. I love Elige, and of course my love for Kerrigan is well documented on the channel. Why I say FAZE is 1, they are an org that can easily build a good roster around him, and 2, they're an organization who will want to spend the kind of money that Elige is going to attract. With the recent departure of Robs, which video of me reacting to should be popping on your screen right now, FAZE need a new star rifler. And yes, Elige and Robs do not play the same roles. Yes, there would be some role conflict with players like Frozen and Rain. No, I don't care, because again, Kerrigan is there at the helm. Kerrigan is one of the best at organizing rosters we have ever seen. If anyone could make the puzzle work, it would be him. And if you're going to get somebody that's close to Robs' caliber, you can't do much better than picking up Elige. Rain is also a great veteran asset because I truly believe that if anyone can adapt to new roles and step aside for the sake of the team being more able to win, it would be Rain. He's not going to have the ego to get in the way of those kinds of changes. And then we just need to take the agenda to the next logical step, sign simple, and we get the best team in the world. It's just that easy, guys. I mean, come on, just see the vision. Just work with me here. After FAZE, I do think G2 is also an option. They like to spend big on these kinds of signings when they can, and Elige would be a great player to put next to Muncie because just like Nico, he is an incredible rifler, very aggressive on the T sides, though they do not play the same roles on the CT side, which leaves room for Malbs to actually step up and take Nico's spots, which were previously not given to him. So the fit there also seems really great. You add on an actual in-game leader who's not Snacks, G2 are back to cooking. After that, I think the list of potential suitors gets a lot more difficult, so I won't go much further for the sake of time and brevity. Could Complexity actually end up keeping Elige? I think that's very possible. I think at that point you would see Complexity potentially move on to a more European-centric core, because I think at this point with the benching of Flompy it would be much harder to continue to be an NA-based organization. I can't know or speculate on whether Complexity would be willing to do that with their dealings with the Dallas Cowboys. They've always been a North American organization, so I don't know how likely that would be. At the end of the day though, 2024 has been a jump back to form for Elige. Despite team issues, and despite HLTV 100% undervaluing his 2024, Elige is by far one of the best players in the game, and I hope above all else he can pair up his massive individual success with more team success going into 2025. And that's all I've got for today. Let me know what you guys think about Elige in the comments down below. I'll be down there reading them as always. Thank you to SkinClub for sponsoring this video. Like I said, check the top link in the description. Get a 7% deposit bonus when you click that link. Please gamble responsibly and safely. And if you're looking to put some money away on a less risky investment, potentially, you could become a channel member. Also linked in the description. It supports me directly for $5 a month. You'll get your name read out at the end of the video, just like these guys: Justin, Jesse, Furley, Bubblesj, Milan Berta, and Dr. Cocktor. Once again, link in the description. Become a channel member today. Follow me on twitch.tv/LionHeartZ2. I stream Sunday through Friday at 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. In the post-holiday blitz, I'll be re-picking up Metaphor ReFantazio to finish that playthrough I started before the major, so come join me live for that. Other than that, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys soon with another video. Peace.